Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Let every name resound of liberty. I'm learning the words. Like, cause that's the next step. Like, I just want to say that I'm so happy. First of all, hello everybody, this is Nova Luxurious. All right, we've got that out the way. I just want to say that I'm so happy that all these black folks, these black athletes are like, you know what, I'm going to join in the Kaepernick tradition and I'm going to sit my ass down, take a knee, take a bow, bitch, because I am not standing for this anthem and this shitty ass country and this trifling ass ways. And bitch, I won't be going to Africa because I was born here. Actually, I want to like visit Africa and shit, may even move there when I'm older. But as of right now, I ain't going no motherfucking where, bitch, because it's my duty to to remind these folks how shitty this country really is. And YouTube, since you want to demonetize people's videos for, for speaking the real, because that's really what that is. That is just a low-key, I mean, granted, they've been had these little bylaws and rules, but it's funny how the videos they attacking are the ones where, minus the ones that are somewhat sexual, but definitely the ones that's talking their real shit. Because it's been a couple of YouTubers coming out saying, I love how y'all took off the shit that's meaningful. Y'all gonna demonetize those. This one's on the house, bitch. You ain't got to monetize this. I personally don't give a fuck. Because this is free speech. So, bitch, free for you and me. So, yeah, Kaepernick has sparked inspiration. He's inspired some things within these athletes. He's waking these athletes up. You kick balls and catch balls and run across fields. And yeah, girl, these white folks, these organizations, these corporations, they pay you your money. You can make all the, that's one thing about this white supremacist system. You can make all the money you so desire once you get in the door and things. Like, they don't mind you making your money, but when you start using your platform and things start spitting that real shit, start basically going against the system, if you will, speaking out against the status quo instead of falling in line, that's when it becomes a problem. Because first of all, I just want to say that although I am not surprised, I'm definitely disappointed in a lot of these retired ass, whole black ass former NFL, NBA, whatever the fuck players, Shaq, motherfucking, Charles Barkley has been a coon, Ray Lewis. A lot of these girls are just coming out trying to shush Kaepernick and people who trying to, who's following in that tradition. Like, they're over here like, I wouldn't do it. And then I'm like, now, if anybody can jump on the bandwagon, it's you girls. You girls are not bound by contracts. Y'all are retired. Your money is sitting in the bank solidified. You're good. Like, you don't have to worry about nobody. Kaepernick is still under a contract. These other girls and boys, they're still, they're playing for their schools and stuff. Like, they could very well really lose some shit. Y'all motherfuckers, the fact that y'all scaredy ass bitches, y'all scary motherfuckers are out here just, oh no, girl, you need to, like Ray Lewis tells us, I just wish you could be quiet and stop, girl. Don't do this, girl. Like, it just disappoints me, but it's not surprising that that's the stance that you hoes take. I tell you, like, this conditioning, this white supremacy, this brainwashing, it's a hell of a thing. Like, a lot of people refuse to believe that they're being brainwashed, but bitch, trust me, you're being brainwashed. Okay, girl, if you're a black person who instantly has this is why I don't deal with black people kind of attitude and automatically wants to put your people in the ignorant, the dumb, you're brainwashed, girl. We're ignorant because this world doesn't want us to be aware. And that makes you ignorant for talking about, oh, girl, see, the black people just ignorant. Because that's what one girl at my job was like, this is why I don't work around black people. And, and I'm just looking at her like, girl, I don't agree. Like, she was like, ain't that right? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, actually. I just don't. Like, people are people and assholes are in every color. But the biggest assholes are the ones that enslaved whole groups of people, colonized whole lands, raped, pillaged, killed, murdered, wiped out whole ethnic groups, and stole their culture at the same time. Now, those are the real assholes. For the girls that are against Kaepernick and this whole thing, and their one argument, their one argument point is the military. It really takes me back to stories and actual things that I've read about, black soldiers coming home from World War I and II, the Korean War. Let's focus on those, because Vietnam War, everybody was fucked. But specifically, and we'll get into that too, because actually that all goes into my point about, since this talking point is, well, the military, we got to respect the military. Let's talk about those girls that, those black girls, those black men who risked their lives in World War I and World War II and the Korean War. And they came home thinking that, we have finally proven ourselves. We finally, they walked around proudly with their uniforms and their decorations on because, hey, I served my country. I am a hero for my country. I fought for my country's rights. A lot of those men, well, for the ones that didn't get lynched, because for having the audacity to have on an American, United States military uniform, whatever that may be, Navy, Army, whatever. And if we really want to get into it, let's talk about how when they were in the Army, it was discrimination all up and through, still is. But let's talk about, how when they, like I said, when they got home, for the ones that didn't get lynched. Because, oh yes, a lot of them, if you had the audacity to walk around in that uniform, honey, them white folks got mad. You ain't no soldier. You ain't no real man. Lynched. But for the ones that didn't get lynched, they definitely still felt the brunt of segregation, because segregation was still very much alive and well. But, so I find it funny that all this respect for veterans, but when those veterans came home, you didn't respect them, you murdered them, you still cut them off from any kind of benefits or anything back when you were still giving benefits. Now, if we take it to present day, with the past, the Gulf War happened, the whole war on terror happened. Let's talk about those soldiers who came home, no limbs, either no limbs and all the way fucked up on mentally, or just all the way fucked up mentally. I legit ran into one of my old schoolmates who I remember when we were in school. He was, he always talked about going into the Army. I'm going to go into the Army. I'm going to go into the Army. I'm going to the military. That's what I want to do. Apparently, he did go into the military. And now, when he got out of the military, I want to say he got out because I ran into another one of my friends who knew him. And I was like, yeah, girl, old boy is running around here talking to himself and blah, 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 blah. Like, talking to himself and just walking around, wandering the streets. Like, he be wandering on my street. Oh, yeah, girl, he ain't been right ever since he got back from the Army. Let's talk about those girls who came back off this fake war of terror, who couldn't get jobs because, hey, weren't qualified because, hey, they were pawns. Pawns, there's no real job placement for pawns. Yeah, a lot of them didn't get jobs, couldn't get jobs. And a lot of them didn't, couldn't, can't, still ain't getting treatment for PTSD. None of that. They're still out here just wilding out, killing themselves, suicide, killing other people. Y'all talk about all this respect for the military, but the military don't even respect the people that served it. So I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know if you're trying to figure it out. I mean, I'm really not, because I've already figured it out. I know, I see the bullshit, but I'm over here trying to figure out how you can sit up there and say that. But then again, it like with anything regarding the subject of white supremacy in the Western world, and more specifically in the United States, anything to not take responsibility and make actual changes is what this country is about. This is really not the home of the free and the brave. It's the home of the free and the brave white men and women when they can pay for their spot at the table. White feminists. Excuse me. But yeah, it's really not, like Paul Mooney said, honey, that chapter in American history where we got free was not supposed to be in there, honey, because they never intended on freeing us. So ever since then, that's why we have been attacked. And honestly, there's a loophole in the Constitution, because honestly, they really didn't consider us. I don't think they have yet to change that. They really didn't consider us people, still don't consider us people, and that's why they continue to do the shit that they do to us, because in their mind, we're still cattle. We're still property that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do with and get away with. So I am going to keep encouraging all these athletes to go ahead and just sit down, celebrities too. If you at somewhere and they trying to do that tired ass song, sit your ass down. For these black singers, I urge that we all learn, lift every voice and sing, so that when we are invited to these venues to do the national anthem, that's the anthem that we do. I just feel like "Oh Say Can You See" should not leave any lips of a black or brown person who's lived in this country and experienced this country's fuck shit ass racism. Fuck that. I'm singing the Negro national anthem from now on, because that's the anthem that was written by and for me. Written by someone like me, for someone like me, honey. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I don't hear "Lift Every Voice and Sing," I won't be lifting up my ass off of a seat to pay homage or reverence for any of this bullshit, honey. People, you feel free to do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's on you. I'm not gonna judge you. I mean, because I understand the need to want to respect this country. I mean, after all, we do live in it. It is our country. But the point is, like, honey, this country doesn't respect us, never has, doesn't want to now. They might tolerate us. They don't respect. The system is still designed to keep us failing and behind. So if you want to stand up for a system and a government that really has no intentions of, trying to lift you up, then girl, go ahead. And I want to make a video about Obama. I think I'm going to do that next, because I have issues with people who feel like Obama short-sighted us. And I'm going to talk about that in another video. But, because I feel like this is it. I wanted to be a part of this, but I don't have time. And I feel like that would be a whole nother tangent. But yeah, girl, if you want to be a part of this bullshit, you can. I won't. I'm going to sit down. And honestly, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I don't care about these fragile ass white folks and their feelings, honey. Bitch, if you offended, then girl, I suggest that you draw yourself a nice full tub of warm water, submerge your head on in it, and take a big breath, bitch. That's what I feel like you should do. And that's just what I feel like should be done. But I'm going to get out of here because I have hot dogs on the stove and I want my beef frank. Okay? All right, you guys. Peace.